The Herman B. Wells Visionary Award honors individuals whose lifetime commitment of time, talent, and treasure to Indiana University reveals a deep understanding of the power of philanthropy to shape the future of the institution and a determination to see that future realized.
It's just such a magnificent building. I think it is such a jewel on the Indiana campus.
With more than 45,000 works of art that span the ages, the Sidney and Lois Eskenazi Museum of Art in the heart of the Bloomington campus stands alone as one of the most majestic structures in the area. The facility's reputation is built on the contributions of many, including the building's namesakes, Sidney and Lois Eskenazi.
We both very, very grateful for the education we received at Indiana University. I wanted us to pay something back.
At the turn of the 20th century, thousands of immigrants poured into the United States, including the Eskenazi family, who came from Greece. The family settled in Indianapolis, where Sidney's father operated a fruit and vegetable store on the south side.
I would remember seeing two women come in there with huge hats and black clothes, and I'd ask my dad who they were, and he'd tell me they were the sisters from one of the churches, and they needed food, and you'd always have a couple big bags of food to give them every time they came in. And I learned from them that it was good to share what you had.
Sidney was just getting ready to start high school when his father passed away suddenly. With a combination of the times and his family's new financial challenges, he really never considered going to college until a family member stepped in and offered help for Sidney to attend Indiana University.
Because of the education I got at IU and became a lawyer, it opened up a job for me and the people I met while working in the job, and that someday I would like to give something back.
Sidney received his bachelor's degree in 1950 and then a law degree from IU in 1953. While he was attending IU, he met a young co-ed, Lois Jean Cohen, who had followed other members of her family to IU.
I idolized my brother. I was determined when he went to college, I would go to college. Where he went, I went. And I studied medical technology. At those times, I think if times were different, I may have gone into medicine like the women do nowadays because I was drawn to that.
After graduation, Lois worked as a technologist and medical researcher, while Sidney began a career as a lawyer. Eventually, he started his own commercial real estate company in 1963. Once, while working with a client who was down on his luck, Sidney accepted in exchange for his services a work of art the client owned. This sparked a lifelong enthusiasm for art collecting, spurred on by Lois, herself an artist.
They've made art a part of their lives. Sidney from the perspective of collecting art, Lois from the perspective of making art. They're eager students, and I think that's something, again, that we would like all of our Indiana University students and graduates to be lifetime learners and to be curious.
The Eskenazis began giving back to IU by offering student scholarships before turning their attention to the arts. The Indiana University Museum of Art, a temple of fine arts on campus since 1982, was, in part, a product of the vision of internationally acclaimed architect I.M. Pei. But after the turn of the 21st century, the museum was in need of significant renovation, and that's where the Eskenazis stepped in.
Both Sidney and Lois have a passion for art. I think what appealed to both of them about a university art museum was the ability of that kind of a museum to really develop a love of art and understanding of what it can do in your life.
The Eskenazis' influence on the art world has also expanded to the Herron School of Art on the IUPUI campus. And in Bloomington, construction is underway for a new facility to host the acclaimed Sidney and Lois Eskenazi School of Art, Architecture, and Design.
sort of becomes part of you, and you just want to see it thrive.
I tell Lo I get 20 years younger every time I walk through the campus. I can't believe all those beautiful young students there and the lives they'll have. It's just, I feel good for them. I tell them they're very, very lucky to be a student at Indiana University. Very lucky.